What if I told you today's video was just ordinary, normal day where we're cleaning my house? Nothing extreme or dramatic, just a normal day of cleaning. Would you even be interested? I feel like, especially this day and age, we need to get back to normalcy. Nothing has to be epic, extreme, or super exciting to be okay, and honestly, just real life. So today I'm just sharing a normal, run of the mill day of me cleaning, and I hope you guys stick around and want to watch it. I'm cleaning, I'm decluttering, I'm organizing, but it's just a day. And although it might not be super extreme or super dramatic, it is real life, and I hope you guys are here to stick around. And Emma was trying to help me with my glasses. So I have pair glasses, and I love it because everything's online these days. But you're able to go on there, pick out your base frames. You get toppers, choose whatever fits your style. They have prescription glasses, so many fun designs. You can change something for every single day. I've got the glitter ones, blue ones, red ones, and these. But I think my favorite thing is that I have sunglasses too. I also love that they do pair for pair, so they provide, with every pair of glasses you purchase, they provide a pair for children in need, which is incredible. It was so easy to go online and be able to pick out what I wanted. Emma loves picking out different frames for me each day, and high quality, and compared to my other glasses that I use, the pricing was incredible. It was so easy to order. They have so many, you can do prescription blue light filtering. Just go on there. It is so easy, and I love them. I have worked with them in the past. I love them so much, and I love what they stand for. And find some funky frames, or if you want to be a little bit more demure, do these. I don't think we're saying demure anymore. So you can go online and pick out frames that fit your personality and your style. Check out the link in my description box for 15% off. Thank you so much, Pear, for sponsoring this portion. I am now going to cut down some of the boxes here. Need to put these out for recycling. I do not usually, I know I've seen like a trend where girls will just throw these in the garage. We don't do that. I throw everything else in the garage, not the boxes. They sit here and just take up space in our home. Like, you know where it should be. So I'm going to flatten all these down and get it put in the recycling bin so we can actually sit at our dining room table. That would be super nice. And I ordered a few things for organizing that we needed, like a Keurig holder. And then I ordered like some spring bunny pillow covers, just really cute stuff. Nothing crazy, nothing overboard, but yeah, I definitely needed to tackle this sooner than later because it had been sitting here for a little while and I was getting tired of it. I am now going to open up a package. This is my biome. So I will talk about things in this video that are not sponsored because, I like to just share things that are working for me. So I'm just showing this. I've talked about this in so many of my videos. I've talked about it on Instagram, but I just happened to get a package in. So I was just kind of giving you guys an overview of what it looks like. I'll go into detail about it in case you guys are interested because I've had some questions um, on, how I've slimmed down a little bit and just overall questions because I'm pretty open about trying to get my hormones straight and trying to lower my inflammation, lower my cortisol. So I'll discuss it. Again, it's not sponsored or anything, but I just like to bring things to you guys that I think are actually beneficial. So this is my Viome. This is not sponsored, by the way. They don't know who I am. I've mentioned this before. My mom ordered me a kit. She got herself one, then she got me one, and it is a stool, saliva, blood type of test, and it tests everything, but it focuses on the microbiome because it's so beneficial. So once I got my results back, it did take quite a bit of time. They were able to tell me exactly what I had and what I was lacking. And so then they make formulas specifically for your body. So for an example, everyone's supplements will be different. These are made for me. So it has all the things in there that should help my body. There's 8 in here. You take 4 in the morning, 4 in the afternoon with a meal. And I love them. I love them. I will tell you this, every time I am consistent with these and someone in the house gets sick, I won't get it. I may get like, oh, I feel like I'm going to get sick, but it never actually happens. The next thing, the probiotics. This is actually made for my gut. So it has everything that I need for my gut to be balanced. It also knows how I'm imbalanced, and this is all of, I can't pronounce these, so I'm not, but I do like to keep it in here. But yeah, it goes in there and it feeds it's got and it has prebiotics and probiotics. It does have fiber in there, so that's good. I've had some people ask how I have lost weight, and initially I thought it was because I gave up coffee in the morning, but I've actually went back to adding it again. I used to wait about an hour to 2 hours, which is really ideal to do to lower your cortisol, but sometimes I just want the coffee. So that's not a consistent thing. So I started thinking about it some more, and I'm like, well, maybe it's, I haven't been eating as much, and that's true. I hadn't, but then I've gone back to my normal eating habits. I've gone right back, and my weight has not gone up at all. I've lost about 15 pounds. Then I was like, wait, what could it be? And then it dawned on me. It's this. It's the inflammation. I have reduced my inflammation. I've had my blood work done. My hormones look pretty good, actually, which I asked the lady, I'm like, so does that mean I'm not in perimenopause? She said, well, not exactly. It fluctuates, but right now it's looking pretty good. Now, I am dipping too low in that luteal phase, way too low, so it gives me a ton of anxiety. About a week to 2 weeks before my cycle, then throughout my cycle, it's better, but not great. And then about a week after my cycle, I feel the best I've ever felt. So it's like a constant thing of only feeling good maybe 2 weeks out of the month, maybe. But we're tackling that with like progesterone, and she's going to give me like an estrogen patch to see if that helps. But I have reduced a ton of inflammation with this. This helps you, sorry for the TMI, it helps you eliminate regularly. It helps get everything aligned so your body can work properly. They also go in there and work with the microbiome to see how it's affecting your neurons and your receptors for serotonin, GABA, and dopamine, and mine were off, all because of my microbiome. They said it was like, I got like a red, like it was really not good. So that makes sense why I've been struggling so much these past few years. But I feel like my body feels better on the inside. Now, yes, I do struggle with anxiety around my cycle, so we know some stuff is going on hormonally. But when I'm not in that dip, everything is even kill. When I used to feel bad all month long. So we still have some work to do on that luteal phase, which is normal because I am 43 and this is a part of it. But to see that how balanced my hormones are before that dip is very, very encouraging. And to see that I've lost weight and I feel better in my body is very encouraging. So I know something is working. I wish I would have found this 5 years ago. Then I think I could have really enjoyed the benefits longer. But I think it's worth a shot if you're really wanting to do like a mind-body type of alignment. You really, instead of just throwing everything in the kitchen sink at it, you don't really know what your gut needs and what it's lacking until you test it. So I would highly encourage you guys to at least test it so you know. Because what you're getting at the grocery store might work great for you, but it might not get as deep as you need. And remember, our gut is our second brain. So then I also do their toothpaste to help regenerate my teeth. It's got hydroxyapatite and some probiotics in here as well. I really like this. I really, really, really like this. I notice my gums aren't receding as much, and it can actually help regenerate the enamel. Look up hydroxyapatite. I'm not going to get into it here, but if you like, yeah, it's got probiotics in here too. If you like to like get deeper into stuff and you don't feel like anyone's listening to you because you know something's off but nobody's listening, that was me. I know something's off. My blood work's saying everything's okay, but I know something's off. No one's listening to me. They're like, oh, you're just tired. Oh, you're just getting older. And I'm like, no, I know something's off, and I was right. So I can say my good days are great days. I used to just have good days. Now my good days are great. They're really great. They're really good, like better than they've ever been. So now I just need to fix that luteal phase because it's getting me, but you know, I am that age. So I wanted to finally talk about that just because I have had questions and I've mentioned it. I've responded to comments and so I've mentioned it. So I wanted to actually show you all that. But like I said, they don't know who I am. So I don't have any links. You could just go to their website, Viome, Viome.com. And I'm actually, after I do this little voiceover, I'm going to look and see if I can get a link for you guys. But like I said, they don't know me. They ain't trying to help me out. I'm just trying to share what works for me and what's worked. I had to really like figure it out because I was so confused. Like I thought, like I said, it was, you know, giving up the coffee, and then I was like, well, I have decreased my eating a lot because if I'm anxious, I can't eat, like I physically can't. And so I was like, okay, I know that might be some of the reasons, but once I've gone back to my coffee in the morning, now mind you, I still do half calf. And not only that, I still do not go and have multiple. Now, sometimes I will have another one during the afternoon. Sometimes. That is not a regular thing. I still drink my Starbucks half calf. And I try to watch my sugar. I eat better, I think, than a lot of people, if I'm being honest, but it's not 100%, and I need to work on that. Like, I really need to decrease my sugar. I've been thinking about really reducing things next level to try to help with the anxiety and stuff because, you know, more and more research is coming out. But I just wanted to share that with you all, and I have been on this journey, and I've had questions, and I just wanted to finally explain what I've been doing. I will say though, I have not worked out. I need to work out. We switched our membership from, I was doing like an anytime fitness type of thing, and then we got a Y membership, and I don't love it as much. I don't know what it is. It's very crowded in there. I don't love that, truthfully. So I don't go very often. That's just true transparency right there. I did ask for a walking pad for my birthday, which was in March, and I do that every so often, but I've only had it for like a week and a half, so I can't say it's that either. I need to get back to strength training and doing better. I do really well for a while, and then like instead of doing it every day, I do every other day. And then I'm like, oh, well, I'll just skip every 2 days. And then the next thing I know, it's been 2 weeks or it's been a month since I've worked out. And that's how it's always is for me. So I'm the type of person I have to do it nonstop or I just won't stay on the I just won't stick to it. So, you learn about yourself. You learn things you can and you can't do. But one thing I have been doing, I'll tell you what, is keeping my house in order, and that keeps me moving, and it keeps me from sitting down, and I don't sit on my phone very often anymore because A, it gives me a headache, B, I feel like it revs me up and I don't like it, and as I get older, the less I care. That sounds bad, but the less I care about what other people are doing. So, yeah, I'm moving around quite a bit during the day, and my house is staying in order, and I'm able to make these videos, so that's a win-win. I don't know how y'all's animals are if you have cats. I know it's I know people hate it to see her on my counter. It's not even it's honestly it's just not even worth discussing anymore. But and I don't mean that snarky. I just like there's just no point in talking. But I like to put these little trays here. Yes, I like to decorate with them, but she sits in them and that is so cute. I don't care. I don't care who you are. That's precious right there. So I am using the Dreamy vacuum here. This is the Z20, I believe. It has like a little station with it where it actually cleans itself out, so you don't have to empty out the dust canister, which is really nice. And it has this really cool light on it. It literally illuminates everything, whether it's bright in here, which I think it's pretty bright, or if it's dim, you really can see it. But like it illuminates everything on the floor. I was really shocked how much stuff I have on the floor. We run our vacuum at nighttime. So when I do this during the day, which I don't always do this during the day, I'm just being honest, but I'm like, wait, we just ran our vacuum. Why does it look like this? But you see Ruby, as I'm doing this voiceover, Ruby comes in here scratching. I'm like, oh, that's why. So many pets and so many animals and so many coming in and out. But I just was shocked how much this light really just illuminated all of the dust and the hair on the floor. Okay, so I told you guys that I had switched up my laundry detergent. I did want to show you. In my last video, I told you all of the ones that I have tried. So far, this is my favorite. I didn't realize that laundry detergent was such a culprit for disrupting hormones with phthalates. Oh my gosh, optical brighteners. So I love the fresh scent. My family, I have 2 kids who have really bad eczema. They use the fragrance free. Even the fragrance free is really amazing. And it has been incredible. Out of the ones that I have tried, and it's about 3 so far, this has been my favorite. Also, this is the packaging, so you're not dealing with big jugs everywhere. So this is what the sheet looks like. I just tear it. You don't have to. I just tear it, throw it in there. It dissolves super quick. I love this stuff. No mess, no jug, plastic jug. I mean, it does tackle stains. It fights odors. It protects the colors. It's a 3-in-1. You get 60 loads in this, and I love it. So that's 60 loads of laundry. That is 2 loads a day for a month. But it's easy. I love it. It gets shipped right to you. No fuss. Like I said, I don't have stuff all over the place. If you guys are interested in Earth Breeze, I'll have their information in my description box. I love them. I legit love them. I told you that in my last video. I love them. It's the way to go, in my opinion. And with trying to fix my hormones, you have to be very, very, very aware of what you're putting on your body. And you know, that's laundry detergent, like the optical brighteners actually stick to clothes, which absorbs into your skin. No, thank you. So I'm not doing that to me or my babies. I found a whole deep clean, like a spring cleaning in my bedroom. And so as I was doing that, this was filmed on Monday and I did the cleaning on Saturday. When I do that, I will take a lot of the stuff, like the stuff right there to the left, that actually was all under our bed. And I wanted to clean that out because I felt like we were both having a lot of allergies and like sneezing. And I know dust mites are a big thing, but like when you have stuff under your bed, it gets dusty, believe it or not. I don't think people realize how dusty it gets. And so because stuff was there, whenever I would vacuum, I wasn't able to vacuum under the bed. And let me tell you, I think it made a big, big, big difference because I will show you guys the canister in a minute. When I go and actually vacuum underneath the bed, the amount of hair and dust that get in there is crazy. Now, like I mentioned, we already have the vacuum go at night, but it does not come in the bedroom because the door's shut. But I had just done a very deep clean in this room just the 2 days before, because this was on Monday. And so did the carpets, did the floors, did the baseboards, everything. So what you're about to see is going to be wild. I could not believe it. Like, really? I'm like, this is crazy. This is why we have so many issues and are sneezing and stuff. Because Chris will say, like, I have been fine all day. I don't start sneezing until I come into my room. Well, that is one of the reasons I also took the dog bed out of our room, because I just felt like that was harvesting the word? Harboring? I don't know. I just felt like it needed to go. So I cannot wait to show you what this canister looks like. It is pretty gross. The stairs are a spot that do not get tackled very often at all. Definitely a catch-all. I actually purchased these 3 baskets. You may have seen them as I've been floating around in the dining room. They've been sitting there on the ottoman next to the sideboard for the longest time. I need to put them up. I actually had planned on doing it this particular day and I did not. I don't know what happened. I just did not. But I have 3 baskets. It's like those baskets that are like flat on one side. People usually put florals in them. I am actually going to put those on the wall and have one for Liam, Noah, and Josiah. I had to think of all the names. Not Emma because her room's downstairs. And I felt like that would be more of a cute and practical, functional thing to do instead of having something on the stairs. Because usually we'll have a basket on the stairs. And I feel like our stairs are kind of narrow. So it just takes up more room than it needs to. But yeah, this area rarely gets vacuumed, and I could definitely tell. I mean, I know I have a long-haired cat, but oh my gosh, I really didn't realize how bad her hair is or was, especially with it getting a little bit warmer outside. Oof, it's crazy. So I've been trying to brush her more often, but I think she's going to have to get groomed because I can tell that she's getting mats, and she doesn't tolerate getting them cut out like Jules does, so I'm just going to have her groomed. So this is a landing area for my children. Okay, this is what they do when they're cleaning out their rooms. They just put everything out here. I have already given them the 411, you know, how we used to say it back in the 90s, the 411. The information I have told them, excuse me, that that's a big no-no. I'm not going to have that anymore, because when you open up the door and people come in, this is what they see, and I'm like, I don't think so. So bringing all the baskets around, I had no idea where all my baskets were. I had been looking for them, and if you saw my last video, it was to get it all done where I did the garage. I was looking for baskets, definitely looking for some baskets. So yeah, if you guys didn't see that video, I'd love for you guys to watch it. I think it's a good one. It's a long one. But yeah, we tackled the garage and it was great. These are mine. These are my clothes. The last time I did a deep clean in the boys' room, that was at the beginning of the year. I had put a lot of their clothes that I had decluttered in this basket, and I'm going to tell you, I left it up here all this time. Yep, this entire time. It's been sitting outside their door, and I meant to come back upstairs and get it, and I just totally forgot until I had seen it a little while ago, and I'm like, yep, I need to do that. And then I walk away and it's out of my mind again. And then I reminded myself again, but now I am doing it. I've got this bag here. I've got some of Emma's clothes going in here as well as his and some of mine. And then I will just kind of have that to start filling it up and take it to the donation spot. The back porch has been looking a mess. Okay, a mess. So we need to get these these fire pits we got from Lowe's. They're amazing. We need to get these and put them in the shed, but it was actually kind of cold this day. It was beautiful outside, but it had gotten cold, like around 60. So I put on a little flannel. It was nice. It was feeling good. It was a perfect day to come out here and start cleaning this area up. We like to do chalk out here, and then we have this little Connect 4, like life-size Connect 4 game. This needs to get put away as well, but we're going to do that on another day. Today I was just trying to clean it up so it didn't look so junky, and then start cleaning up the back porch too. I would like to start getting this area ready for spring, summertime. I am going to reach out to the pergola people that I had last time. I'm going to reach out and see if I could do a video for them, because I would love to put a pergola out here, but ain't got no time or no money for that. So let me see if I can work for it, because I do not mind working for the stuff I want, straight up. I got this chalk kit from Walmart for Emma, and it is really cool. I think it was like $19 or $20. It has so many colors in there, but it also has stencils as well as some little other things that you can do that makes it fun. So it also had like a little paw print. I'm just thinking, I'm not going to say it. I'll try to be discreet in case you have kids around, but Easter is coming up. So there you go. But cute little paw prints. I thought you could kind of think outside of the box for that one. But yeah, it was a great investment. Now, one thing about me, I cannot stand chalk. The entire time I was doing this, I was dying on the inside. We all have our things. We all have the ick factor some way or another. Chalk for me, and it has been like this my entire life, makes me literally want to scream. I just talking about it makes me absolutely cringe. Let me know in the comments below what is the thing that makes you cringe. I know some people don't like the word moist. Some people don't like, my kids don't like the way paper feels after they take a shower. We all have our things. What is it for you? My things are powdery, chalky things. It's a no-go. I remember being in math class, and mind you, I didn't know what I was doing anyways. I told you guys I got diagnosed with dyscalculia in fourth grade. I know I have dyscalculia, dysgraphia. Just when I had gotten diagnosed with it, I used it for my advantage. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know what I was doing anyway in math. Would make me go up to the chalkboard. I would just plead with her that I could not touch chalk. And so then therefore I could not do the math problem. And finally she got one of those little silver chalk holders, and then I couldn't get out of it anymore, which was really not good. So yeah, chalk is my thing. Let me know in the comments below what your thing is. So I made this little conversation area around Thanksgiving time, and I like the way this is. I would like to get some faux cedar plants, or the kind of the tall ones, to put behind the couch to kind of block it off. And so when people are driving up, I really don't love that they can see everything back there, but that will be quite an investment that I'm not really wanting to make just yet. But I like the way this is so far because, like I said, it's a conversation area and we can all sit together. Because this is a very narrow porch, it's hard to put furniture out here to make it work. And this is pretty big furniture. I would have it, on the patio under the pergola, but obviously we don't have one now. If we do get a pergola in the future, though, I will most likely put this back out there. Because it is weather resistant. I've had it since we moved into the house and I love it. It's Better Homes and Gardens. It's the Walmart brand and it has held up beautifully. I will say that there are stains on the cushions and I can't get them out. I have also tried to pressure wash it, but other than that, I think it's great. I think you can buy replacement covers, but it has held up beautifully. I had talked about it, how I had wanted it for years. And finally, when we moved here, I just kind of treated us to some nice patio furniture, and it has been great. I think they sell it literally every single year, but it always goes out of stock. I'm coming into the kitchen now, and it is actually Liam's day to unload the dishwasher, but he was at school, so I decided to do it instead, just so I could knock it out and finish the house. I've mentioned that I will usually not unload the dishwasher until the evening before I need to refill it, but today was a little bit different. It was a good day. I had all the windows and the doors open. It was beautiful and breezy, and I was just in the mood to get it done and just have the house look really put together. And I will tell you, I don't always clean during the day. I mean, like, I definitely pick up, but like clean like I'm doing right now, I don't always do that. I usually wait till later on. But let me tell you, it really set the tone and the mood in the house. I felt like everything felt light and relaxing. It was great. It was really great. And then when everyone came home from school, it was clean. And it just, I don't know, the afternoon and the evening, I felt like was just so peaceful. I don't know. Maybe it's my imagination, but it felt really, really good. So like I said, I don't want to deep clean all day, every day. I don't want to go after kids and pick up after them immediately. So I just wait, but it was nice. It was a nice change and it just felt really good. So I might try to do this a little bit more during the day instead of waiting to the evening when usually I'm tired anyway.
Are we falling deep or are we just pretending? Would you set me free if the world was ending? Yeah. Are we getting late, and I just wanna fade away, carrying this weight that will never really go away. You don't see what I see, trying to make it with apologies, yeah. It's hard to tell the truth, but I just don't know if I'm even still in love with you. Are we falling deep, or are we just pretending? Would you set me free if the world was ending?
So I cleaned out some of the canisters. I had mentioned wanting to start kind of going from plastic to glass with our food storage. So I had done a couple. I had found some clearance glass canisters at TJ Maxx, I think for like $5. Some were $3, some were $5. So I also was able to put some of our items like the brown sugar and the regular sugar and the rice in those canisters. So I had the little floating shelf in our kitchen kind of open for a while, but I decided to just put stuff back there for now until I can figure out how I want to decorate it. I have never really been great at decorating shelves. That has always been challenging for me. So I will go on Pinterest and get an inspiration pick like I've done before. So I need to do that, but I know I want to darken those shelves up a bit. They're a little too blonde, if you will, or yellowy for me. Um, it made sense when I was picking them out, but now I definitely want to make them darker, kind of like a little like the darker tones in our wood floor. So everything is clean and put together. It feels so good in the house. It's beautiful outside. It's breezy. It feels light, and it was great. So I want to encourage you, if you're like me, where you've got people pulling things out constantly during the day and you get tired of picking up after people nonstop. You're like, I'm just going to wait until the evening. I'm not going to worry about it. That works. It absolutely works. But a good cleaning midday, wow. I'm telling you, especially before the kids get home. I think that's what it is. It made all the difference for our evening. And then my evening clean was so much easier. So I am definitely going to try to adopt this more and more. I don't want to spend my whole day cleaning, so I just wait, but this was a game changer for sure. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I am so thankful that you are here, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe, so you get weekly videos to hang out with me, to clean, declutter, and organize, and sometimes some decorating. We will have a spring decorate video next week, I think it is, but thank you all so much. I love you, and if no one has told you today, you are loved and you are worthy, and I will see you soon.